Secretary Eagleberg. It's indeed a great honor for me to share literally the podium with the Secretary. And I want to thank the Institute for giving me the award. And I think the Institute is doing and has done and is doing a great job in enhancing understanding between different civilizations, different countries. And I attended some of the programs sponsored by the Institute, and I must say I benefited a great deal from all these programs. So thank you, Coach Campus. I also want to thank all the friends present tonight. I want to thank you for honoring us, honoring me with your presence. And we are very happy that we've been surrounded tonight by friends, many friends. And all of you have worked in one way or the other for US-China relations. So I want to thank you. I arrived in Washington, D.C. this time 4 years ago. So when I arrived, many friends told me that I arrived at an interesting time. And now, now it's 4 years have passed since then. And many people are still saying the same thing to me. So this is an interesting time for US-China relations. So now I realize the word of interesting can mean a lot of things. Looking back, I think we've come a long way in the past 4 years. And we have come even a longer way in the past 30 years. And we have made a lot of progress in our relations. We have increased exchanges in many areas. And I think we are opening up new areas for more cooperation. And climate change will be one of them. Needless to say, we disagree with one another from time to time. But I think it's only too natural for any two countries to disagree on one issue or the other, or somebody on one issue or other issues. Then I think the most important thing is to figure out how to settle these issues. And now the most used word in China is harmony. And indeed, we have set a goal of pushing for harmony in the world, and we have set a goal at home that is to build a harmonious society in China. And indeed, harmony is a part of China's tradition. Cultural, historical, it's been part of China's tradition. You know, we have Buddhism in China, we have Taoism in China, we have Confucius doctrine in China. And as I understand them, Buddhism is trying to, seek harmony with oneself, with one's own mind. And Taoism is trying to seek harmony with the nature. And the doctrine of Confucius is trying to develop harmony with the society. So I think that has been very much part of the China's tradition. Now we want to develop a policy, a foreign policy, external policy, on the basis of this tradition of China's history and the cultural background. It will not be easy, and if it can be done, I think the world will be a much safer place for everyone to live. But of course, China alone cannot do that, cannot do the job. So we need to work together. And I think more and more people here and more and more people around the world realize we really need to work together, because now issues are all global. And And global issues need global efforts. So that's why when the Secretary of State was in China, she said that we are in the same boat and we need to work together. And we agreed to that 100%. So I just want to thank you, because many of you have worked very hard for this relationship. Secretary Eagleberg has been to China many times, and I think the one trip which would be remembered most was his trip to China in December '89. He went there together with General Scowcroft, and that visit, in a way, salvaged our relationship. And you know, there are a number of secretaries of different cabinets from different administrations who worked very hard for our relations over the years, so I want to thank them too. And we have 3 congressmen present tonight: Congressman Kirk, Congressman Larson, and Congressman Davis. They also have worked very hard for better understanding, better relations between the 2 legislatures, between the 2 countries, and between the 2 peoples. As a matter of fact, Congressman Kirk and Congressman Larson will be leaving for China pretty soon, so I wish them a very enjoyable trip and a very good trip. So I also want to thank the journalists present, representing different institutions. And for years, I think they tried to cover China as objectively as they possibly can. And I think their input is very important, because they do play a very critical role in helping people here to understand what's going on in China. And so I want to assure them that the embassy will continue to do all we can to help them to report, China. At the end of my short remarks, I just want to say this. I think we have had a very good transition, and now I think we can say we are off to a good start. But it will take the 2 countries and take the 2 sides to make a still, harder effort to make sure that both countries will be able to take on the challenges ahead of us and emerge as winners for all. So I think we need to keep that in mind and keep working at it. And we also have a representative here from the State Department. So I want to thank him for what the State Department has been, has contributed to this, excellent relationship. So thank you, John. Thank you very much.